December 2nd, 1964. Student activists stood on the steps of Sproul Hall to protest UC Berkeley's ban of on-campus political activities. They were angry, fed up with a nation that didn't care about blacks, and an administration that wouldn't let them talk about it.
There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart, that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop.
The protesters occupied the building and were met with opposition from the police, resulting in what was then the largest mass arrest in California. But the fury of the student body was too much to handle, and by 1965, the new chancellor established a middle ground and embraced student demands for free speech. Generations that followed could voice their opinions on campus. On September 27, 2011, the Berkeley College Republicans held an increased diversity bake sale in Sproul Plaza. The bake sale addressed the issue of affirmative action and the then pending legislation SB 185 that would have allowed colleges to take into consideration factors like race and gender in student admission. Many students deemed the bake sale as a racist and overly simplified take on affirmative action. While they criticized the methods through which the Republicans voiced their opinions, how else could the Republicans have been heard? Could they have gone out to a street corner, held signs, and vocalized their opinions? Would anyone have paid attention? In a school where picket signs, flyers, and petitions are commonplace, where free speech is exercised regularly, how do you make your voice stand out among the rest? On top of that, how do you deal with an administration that openly opposes your point of view? UC Berkeley over the years has developed an image of being a liberal campus. Students with leftist ideology can have their voices amplified by the community at large, and opposing opinions are seen as disturbing the political status quo that's been maintained for decades. Before the Republicans held their bake sale, Chancellor Bergeno wrote an open letter to the campus community criticizing the event. The student government body ASUC held an emergency meeting and considered cutting funding for the club. The bake sale was also met with opposition from a multicultural student coalition that excluded the Berkeley College Republicans from a meeting to discuss the implications of the event. These and other acts of opposition from the student body highlight the struggles Republicans face on a biased campus. This begs the question, does everyone at Cal have a right to free speech? At the moment, we're uninterested in examining whether affirmative action is right or wrong, or whether the Berkeley Republicans are right or wrong. The bake sale generated far greater discussion and awareness of affirmative action and diversity on campus. It brought people together to talk about key issues and demonstrated the importance of free speech and dialogue between groups. When we came to Berkeley, we expected an environment in which we could exchange opinions, expose ourselves to new ideas, and reevaluate ourselves. We're fortunate to be at a school like Cal, where the community is not only diverse, but also full of visionaries. People here idealize a better world and strive to make it a reality. But what good is it if ideas are only shared with a select few and if certain groups of the community are discouraged from voicing their opinion? Interaction, collaboration, and even disagreement can inspire informed discussions that give students the confidence to take thoughtful action. The debates also provide the larger community something to reflect upon when considering important issues like affirmative action. Campus-wide dialogue shouldn't depend on cupcakes, and Republicans shouldn't be criticized for trying to foster it.